Welcome everyone to another edition of our Prayer Book Hebrew class tonight. Tonight we're going to be looking at feminine nouns, and the book that we have been using is Prayer Book Hebrew, the Easy Way, and this book can be found at EKS Publishing, and all you have to do is just go up to your bar here, ekspublishing.com, and you will see the main site and hit categories, go down to Prayer Book Hebrew, and there it is right there, Prayer Book Hebrew, the Easy Way. Okay, and so these videos are being uploaded to my YouTube channel, and so I'm trying to make these videos increments of about 30 minutes to 40 minutes at most. And I hope that you are benefited by these videos. And if you have any comments, put them down into my YouTube channel. So with all of that, let us begin feminine nouns using the Prayer Book Hebrew, the Easy Way. And so now remember last time we did the masculine nouns, basic noun sentences. And if you recall, if you watch those videos, you will see that we were looking at simple sentences. And so they've got a little bit of oral review here. If I can get my pen to work. Okay, I had to do a little bit of an unplug there. Get it done. All right, so our first one here is ani av. So I am a father. So we know that ani is I, av is father. Number two, ata melech. You are a king. And remember, the R A is just something we put in there in English, but literally it says you king. So to make it sound better in English, we say you are a king. Number three, hu melech. And hu melech, we have he is Moses. He is Moses. He, Moses. Number four, Yisrael Am. Israel, nation, or Israel is a nation. Number five, Ze Echad. This is one. Isn't that something? I don't know if that makes sense or not, but this is one. Moshe Av. Moses is a father. Literally, it says Moses, father. Number seven, Moshe Melech. Literally, it says Moses, king. Number eight, Hu Melech. Literally, it says he, king, or he is a king. Number nine, Ze Am. This nation. This is a nation. So our vocabulary, we have this word aim. A-I-M, I think, is a good way to sort of transliterate that. And it means mother. Then we have bracha. Bracha, blessing. Eretz, E-R-E-T-Z, Eretz. Might be able to put T-S, Eretz, T-S, in there. It really is more of a T-S sound, Eretz. How about the word you, feminine? Remember that this is the feminine chapter, feminine singular. At. Not AT&T. I'm just putting emphasis on that T. At. Then we have this little prefix that goes on words, and it's the definite article ha. It means the. Ha something, whatever it is. How about this word? He. H-E-E means she or it. How about zot? Z-O-H-T. Zot means this. Me means who. Oh, let's get it written out here. Me. There we go. I'll try to correct that. All right, now here we have Shabbat for Sabbath. S-H-A-B-B-A-T. And let's move down here a little more to our last one. We have the proper name, Sarah. S-A-R-A-H. I think we can transliterate that. That sounds just the way it is in Hebrew. Sarah. Okay, so my recommendation is that you write each of these vocabulary words out 12 times. As you're writing them, you need to say them and give the transliteration and the translation. So what I mean, I'm going to do this would be an exercise. So let's do this one right here, Shabbat. So first you're going to write it in Hebrew. So we start with a sheen, patach. We have a bet, kametz, and tav. Okay, Shabbat. Shabbat is the transliteration. And then the translation into English is Sabbath. So if you write all three of those out like that 12 times, then your retention is going to be well enough to get through the exercises in the book. Okay. And with all of that, let's move on down. So here we begin on page 7, chapter 2. The noun is a word that names a person, place, or thing. In Hebrew, every noun is either masculine or feminine. As you learn each new noun, you must also learn whether it is masculine or feminine. You will also see why this is important later. All nouns introduced in this chapter are feminine, so we're going to be only focusing on feminine nouns in this chapter. Most Hebrew pronouns are either masculine or feminine. Listed below are all the nouns and pronouns that we have learned so far. So let's look at this list here. So in this chapter, we're learning about the word aim, which means mother. Of course, last chapter we did father. Av. The word you, feminine singular, is at. The word you, masculine singular, ata. The word she, feminine singular, he. The word he in masculine is who. The word for this in masculine is zeh, Z-E-H. The word for this in feminine is zot. Here's Yisrael. Notice it's in masculine. Here is Eretz. Feminine. Isn't that something? So these are very important to remember because it affects grammar and affects your ability to read down the road. Melech, king. Bracha, blessing. Notice bracha, feminine. Moshe, proper name, Moses. Proper name, Sarah, or proper noun, Sarah, of course, feminine. Am is masculine. And isn't this interesting? Shabbat is considered a feminine thing. You'll notice that when you have these things that sort of are nice, fuzzy kind of concepts, they're usually feminine. Shabbat is a nice time of rest. It's an easygoing time, should be anyway, if you're not arguing. And, as some of the studies I've been to, but here's blessing too, barakah, Shabbat, barakah, all of those. Land too, isn't that something? That kind of sort of implies the Mother Earth concept. Okay, at least in the grammar. Not to go overboard with that, but grammatically. Okay, let's go to page, let's finish this here. Whenever new nouns or pronouns appear in the vocabulary list of each chapter, we will tell you whether they are masculine or feminine. So now we're going to talk about the definite article in Hebrew, or the. The English word the is not a separate word in Hebrew. Instead, the letter hey, this is this one here, a hey, is attached to the beginning of the Hebrew noun. Usually there will be a vowel right there, that's a patak, sound, under the hey, and a dot in the letter following the hey. Okay, so they're going to give us some examples here. So the first one we have is melech, means king. But if you want to say the king, you need to add this on here in the front, ha-melech. How about Shabbat? But if you want to say the Sabbath, ha-Shabbat. Okay. How about blessing? Barakah. How about ha-barakah for the blessing? Okay. All right, now page 9, variations of the. Sometimes there is no dot in the letter hey. In this case, the vowel under the hey may change. Okay, so when we read this along, I want you to understand the vowel under the hey may change. Okay, so for example, the first one we learned about was this little thing here, patach. But now they're saying that sometimes it might not just be this one. It could be, for example, kametz, or it could be segol. Now that X that they've got there, that is what that means is that just means any, that in this case it means the hey. Okay, I don't know why they put an X there, but you'll see that in other parts of these books. That means example. That's not a Hebrew letter. That's just an example mark. Okay, so let's look at this. If we have father, we know it's Av. Now, how about if we say the father? It's Ha Av. But notice this is a kametz. Doesn't change the sound, but it is slightly different in its grammar. How about for mother, we've got aim. Or how about the mother, we have ha-aim. Okay, vowels of some words change when hey is added. We've got okay, A-H-M, ha-am, the people. Or land, eretz, E-R-E-T-S. Now look at this. This here changes. Isn't that something? Ha-aretz. You would think it would be ha-eretz, but no, it's ha-aretz. Ha-aretz. Okay? So that's what they mean. Vowels sometimes change in the word itself, and the sound slightly alters when we put the definite article on there. So just be aware of that when you're trying to read Hebrew. If there's a definite article on there, you might see one that has a slight variation in vowel. Okay, let's talk about dots inside Hebrew letters. By now you have learned several words that have letters with a dot inside of them. So this one we've got baracha, blessing. Notice the dot they're talking about right there. That's called a dagesh. Now they don't tell you that's what it's called in this book, but that's what it's called. Another one we have is atah. I don't think they tell you that anyway, but we'll see. Notice the dot here. That's called, actually, we call that a dagesh forte, but because it's a doubling. But it's a dagesh. That's what the dot is. Shabbat. Okay. Many Hebrew words have letters with dots in them for all sorts of reasons. The rules for these dots are complicated, and it is rarely important for a beginner to know why they appear in Hebrew words. You will be able to read and understand a great deal of Hebrew without knowing much about the dots. In general, you should consider them part of Hebrew spelling. Okay, so don't fret about it right now. They're just letting you know that there's something going on there, but it's not really affecting the sound of it, or if you can just recognize the letter combinations, you'll be fine to read Hebrew. Okay, number 10, more masculine and feminine words. So there are two words for you in Hebrew, okay? And so atah is used when addressing a male. At is used when addressing a female, okay? So atah, A-T-T-A-H. Do that a little better. A-T, okay? And then this one here, at. Or maybe I could do it this way, at. That might be better. For means you, but it's addressing a female. So let's see how this works out. So the sentence in English, you are a father. Well, because father is masculine, of course, they have to use the masculine form of you. So atah av. How about mother? Well, mother is feminine, so now this is going to change and become a different form to match with mother. At aim. At aim. There are also two words for this in Hebrew. So we have zeh, refers to masculine nouns, people or things, and zot, Z-O-H-T, refers to feminine nouns, people or things. Let's look at their list here. This is the king, Zeh HaMelech. This is the king. Let's double check something here. Okay, so they're going to give you examples here. That's what that's about. So this is the people, Zeh HaAim. Notice that Melech is masculine, or Ha'am, not Ha'aim, aim, Ha'am. Am is masculine. That means nation or people. So they're using the masculine form of this. So it has to, basically like saying 2 plus 2 must equal 4. Okay, it's that kind of, it's got to match up. It's got to work out properly. Okay, so then if we're talking about this is a mother, is the mother, or this is the land, then they can't use ze for these down here. They have to use the feminine form of this, which is zot. So we see zot, Z-O-H-T, ha-aim, ha-aim. Or that means this is the mother. Or how about this is the land? Zot haaretz. C-O-H-T, ha, or E-T-S, haaretz. The word, okay, so let's go down to the word ani, which means I, is used for both males and females. Okay, so you don't have to worry about I determining whether it's masculine or feminine. It's used for both. So let's look at this one. Ani Moshe. Okay, I am Moses. Ani Sarah. Okay. They both use, because, you know, Moses is masculine, Sarah is feminine, but it still uses ani for I. All right. Now, before we get too far here, this is, let's see here, page 10, okay? Let's finish up page 10, and then we should go to our prayer that we're working on, the canting in this chapter. Okay, so the word me, me. It means who. The word means who, as in a question. So, for example, the English sentence, who are you? If it was a man, you would say mi ata, mi ata. Mi ata, who are you? Because ata is masculine, okay? But me stays the same regardless. But they don't tell you that. I'm just giving you that here because we know ata is masculine, you. So who is the mother? Mi ha-aim. Mi ha-aim. Who is the mother? Okay. Okay, so now we finished up with page 10. Let's go to page, let's see here, 13. This is page 13. The blessing over the bread, okay? And we also have the blessing over the wine. So, so the blessing over the bread is a blessing said before eating bread. Notice that the definite article, hey, the, is attached to 3 of the words in the blessing. Okay, so we have Baruch Atah, and here is our abbreviation for the name of God, for Yod He Vav He, Yehovah. I'll use Yehovah. Eloheinu, our God, Melech, King, Ha-Olam. Okay, so B-R, let's see, Baruch. I'm going to write these up for you transliterated because sometimes, and this is the abbreviation for Yehovah. Okay, Eloheinu, Melech, Ha-Olam. Okay, and then we have Ha-Motzi. Ha, M-O-T-Z-I, Lechem, L-E-C-H-E-M, Meen, M-E-E-N, Meen, Haaretz. Haaretz. Okay, so those are all written out for you so that you can see how they're transliterated. Okay, so it goes like this. Baruch atah Yehovah Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Then usually the congregation gives the rejoinder, Amen. They all join in. Okay, so blessed are you, Yehovah, our God, King of the universe, and the one who brings forth bread from the earth. Okay? Now, sometimes this could be altered if you want to do it in a rabbinic style. For the blessing over the food, you could just change this word here to make it a general word. I've seen some groups do that. And I think there's might be Bishop Regresh, I think, alters that to cover a more general category. But be that as it may, it's a blessing. Now, in our Greenwood Yahad, we do Yahi Ela Brakot B'Shem Yeshua HaMashiach Sar Shalom. So may it be these are blessed in the name of Yeshua, the Messiah, Prince of Peace. And it's always good to pray as well. And, before you ask the blessing, also it says in the Torah that after you're filled and you're satisfied, you're to give thanksgiving too. So that's something to think about. Okay, let's go to the blessing over the wine. Okay. All right. So we have very similar. We have Baruch Atah, A-T-A-H. We'll put Yehovah here. That's that little abbreviation for God's name. Eloheinu, Melech, M-E-L-E-C-H, Ha'olam, Ha'olam. Okay, Bore, B-O-R-E-I, Bore, Pri, P-R-I-E, maybe we could put in there, Hagafen, Hagafen, put an F there, Gafen. Okay, so there's the transliteration for that. And what we have here is, goes like this. Baruch atah Yehovah Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen. Amen. Usually the rejoinder there, congregation. Okay, so the next video that we will be doing, we're going to look at our exercises, okay, and work through some of these exercises. Let's see here. We can, I guess what we could do is just do a couple, 3 of them to give you an idea what these are. These are just translate the following sentences into English. Okay, so we have who, of. Who, of. So we know that who, if you look at your vocabulary list, means he, right? He. And so of is father. So he is a father. He is a father. That's number 1. Number 2, who, ha-of. There's a little bit of a difference. Who, ha-of. Okay, and so we know the word who in Hebrew means he. So he is, now notice this here, that's a little different from this up here. It's missing here. It's missing here, but it's included here. So that means the. So he is the Father. Okay, and so this is pretty much how I'm going to be doing these exercises so that you can really understand what we're talking about. If there's something in there, I will point to it, I will circle it, whatever. Just carefully watch what I'm doing with the pen. Let's do one more here. We have number 3, he, aim. So the word he, H-E-E, and transliterated, and A-I-M, transliterated, he, aim. So the word he in Hebrew is she. She is a, we'll fill those in. Those are just English fillers when translating. Is a mother. Remember, aim is mother. She is a mother. Okay? And so that is what we will continue on with next time. Now, tomorrow I have my a group that I'm meeting with at 6, so we will not be having Hebrew class Friday, the 6th of July of this year. So hopefully I can pick it up. Maybe I'll get one of these in on Shabbat. I don't know. We'll see. And on Yom Rishon, the first day, Sunday, but then hopefully we can pick it back up on Monday. So it's been a pleasure presenting all of this to you, my friends. And now, before I go, let me show you one more thing. I'll go back to this here. We're going to go to the where you can find me, www, the yahad.net. Okay. And if you go to teachers, you'll see me on there, and there is my YouTube channel. So just click on that. If you just go to my name, it'll give you my contact information. Okay, and there is my email, and you've got my phone number there, text, call, whatever. All right, so it's a pleasure again, and I hope to see you next time. I will say Laila Tov. Good night.